Hey guys, today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about valet mode, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Hey guys, so obviously the reason why you'd want to use valet mode is, if you're going out on a night on the town, hopefully when things get better we can, do this again. But, that's obviously the reason you want to do this. So that way the valet person can't take like a joyride in your car and mess around with your car while you're inside eating or just, enjoying your evening. So first thing you want to do is to be able to do this. Right now I have, as just part of this demo, is I have, pin to drive set. And so this is, I guess, it's not really more secure, but it's just another kind of layer that you have to go through to get valet mode started. So I'm going to do this first and I'll show you how to do it if you don't have pin to drive set. So if you have pin to drive set, what you need to do is just go up to your profile here, hit your profile, and then hit valet mode. And then the first thing it's going to do, if you've never done valet mode before, is it's going to ask you to create a pin. So this is a different pin from your pin to drive. Like your screen here. So you can use the same one if you want, but probably a better idea if you have a different one. So I've already got one set for, this is the pin to drive one. So I'll put my super high security password in to allow. And then basically what happens is now you're in valet mode. So if you didn't have pin to drive and it was your first time, creating valet mode, instead of the pin to drive pin putting in, it would say enter valet mode, pin, and then you can put in a different pin for that. One other thing I wanted to mention about pin to drive is if you have pin to drive enabled, when you go into valet mode, so you're in pin to drive, you're gonna put in your pin to drive to enter valet mode, and then basically at that point, pin to drive is kind of not there. So basically the valet does not need to enter your code, because obviously that would make no sense to tell the valet, hey, here's my pin to drive code so you can drive the car around. That's just kind of silly. So if you have pin to drive and you enter valet mode, pin to drive goes away until you exit valet mode. And so, after that, then it's going to be back to normal where you have pin to drive to actually drive when you're in your normal profile. So just want to clear that up too, if you had a question about pin to drive. So basically that's how you enter valet mode, but I want to tell you all the features that are enabled or disabled for valet mode so you know what's going on if you're using this feature, so you know exactly what the valet person can and can't do. So when you have valet mode activated, first of all, you can tell because your profile says valet instead of, I can't show you right now, but because this is up, but one of the features is you can't see the driver profiles. So it will just say valet here instead of having your profiles that you have set up. So that's that. Also, when you're in valet mode, if for whatever reason you forget and you don't look at your driver profile, if you're actually driving the car around, it'll say valet up here, with the speed. So that's another way you can tell if you're in valet mode or not. So with valet mode, you can only go 70 miles an hour. That's limited. I don't know why a valet would need to be driving your car on the freeway anyways, but that's the max speed you can go. Your acceleration and power are limited, so I'm going to assume they basically put on chill mode as the default driving speed, so you can't, go for a joyride somewhere in the back parking lot or whatever, and spin some donuts or something. So that's another thing you can't do. The frunk and the glove box are locked, so as you can see, this is grayed out, so you can't hit it. And same thing with the frunk. So if you want to secure some stuff that, is important to you, you can either put it in the glove box or in the front. Sorry, in the frunk. Voice commands are disabled as well, so if you hit the voice commands, not going to do anything. So that's kind of cool. Kind of nice to have that disabled. Autopilot convenience features are disabled, so I'm going to assume you basically just can't use autopilot. I don't exactly know what that means, because you just, it says disabled. So don't assume you can use autopilot. And again, you shouldn't be driving on the freeway anyways if you're in valet. If you're a valet, I don't understand why they wouldn't just take it to the back and park it somewhere. So that makes sense. The allow mobile access setting is disabled. So if we go there, here it is. Allow mobile access. So you see how it's grayed out as well. I'm going to make an educated guess that this is for security as well. So basically like the valet, if they're like a hacker or something, they can't intercept your security credentials or something like that and then maybe take control of the car later. So that's probably why that's grayed out. So that is there as well. Home link, you cannot access as well. So if you see up here, it's grayed out. So if you have home link on your car, you can't use that as well. So if you try and hit it, it doesn't do anything because it is grayed out. So same thing, that's going to be another security feature. You know, maybe if they're a hacker, they try and intercept your credentials and, you know, figure out where you live or something and then get into your garage. Driver profiles are not accessible as well. So as I mentioned earlier, if you hit valet, it just comes up with this enter the 4-digit PIN to disable valet mode. So you can't actually see the driver profiles. The touchscreen does not display keys. So if we go into locks here, if you remember, if you have your normal profile, you'll see all the keys, your keys, maybe your phone here, is used as one of your keys. So that's going to be up here in this section, but now it's just not there. So that is disabled as well. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are disabled. So basically you'll see Wi-Fi is here and it's not grayed out, and I'll tell you why in a second. But if you can see Bluetooth in the corner here is grayed out. So you can't, you know, use Bluetooth as well. Now the reason why, for me, right now my Wi-Fi is not grayed out is one of the note things for Wi-Fi is because I'm at home right now and I'm on my home network. If the car picks up a network that it recognizes, it will connect to it. And so that's why my Wi-Fi is not grayed out right now. So if I was at some random restaurant or something, the Wi-Fi would be grayed out as well. So that's pretty much it for valet mode. That's all the features that they enable and disable. Just wanted you guys to know that. So if you want to get out of valet mode, all you need to do is hit valet and then enter your super high security PIN and then disable. And then basically what happens is now it goes back to your profile. So now you can see your profiles again. So now what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to take pin to drive off so you can see what it looks like without that. So if you do that, so now I don't have pin to drive, so now I'll say, hey, I want to put in valet mode. Go up to your profile here and hit valet mode. And then basically all that happens is it just goes to valet. So again, if you were doing this for the first time, when you hit valet, it would come up with a screen to say, hey, create a pin, put in your pin, and then it would say allow, and then valet mode would be there. So now all I need to do to get rid of it, you know, if I want to go back to just normal driving, it's the same thing. I just hit valet and then enter the pins, and then you can disable valet mode and you're done. One other thing I want to mention too is you can access valet mode from your mobile app. So if you look at the app here, oops, nope, don't want to do that. I meant to focus on here. Okay, so if you're in your phone here, if you just go to controls, you can actually just enable and disable it right from your phones here. So if you see valet mode, it's enabled. If I just hit it, then it disables it. And so the reason why you don't have to actually enter a PIN or anything from your phone is because you're already logged into your app through your Tesla credentials, and so it already has your password and stuff. It knows it's you, so you can enter valet mode and clear valet mode just by hitting the button here. And then basically, as you see on the top here, right now valet mode is disabled, and you can see that my profile here at the top is back. So that's all you need to do. Pretty simple. Hope that helped with the features so you know exactly what's going on with valet mode if you have that in there. If you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.